Hi guys, hope you're well. Really quick video this just to show you how to create your first email marketing campaign. Obviously once you've done this you'll have this video for future reference and you'll know how to do it, so moving forwards it'll become a lot easier. Now I don't profess to be an expert at this. There's various different types of layouts and things like that that you can use. One of the things I'm going to do over the summer is really get my head around MailChimp so I can use it to its absolute maximum effect. But certainly what I'm going to show you now will be more than sufficient for the campaigns we're looking at doing over the next 5-6 weeks. So once you're logged in, if you click on campaigns, if you see here, you'll see these are all the campaigns that I've done this school year. So I've used it quite a lot. Some of those campaigns, some of those emails, sorry, are follow-up emails from the same campaigns. Some of them are the same campaigns but targeted at different mail lists, i.e. previous schools as opposed to brand new schools, but you can see I've used it quite a lot. The beauty of MailChimp, you can see here, campaign, I can see how many people have opened it. It also kind of highlights the ineffectiveness, if you like, of an email on its own, which is why just sending an email quite often isn't enough. If you look here, this email was sent to 234 people and 8.6% of those opened it. So sometimes it's about being persistent, sending an email, another email, following up with a phone call, sending a letter out in the post. But I'm going to show you now how to get the ball rolling with your first campaign. So once you're on here, you need to click on Create Campaign. Internet running typically slow. Okay, once you're in here, we're just going to select a regular campaign. Okay, you're then going to choose the list that you're sending it to. So in your instance, you're sending it to previous schools. So got a list there, former schools. Now you can, within your list, you can break them down. So you might have a list of former schools that you break down into specific areas, or you might have an A and a B, where you send one campaign with a different email title, same campaign, sorry, with a different email title to the A list compared to the B list to see if it gets a higher open rate or something like that. There are things we can look at a later date, but for now, you're just going to send to entire list. Okay, here's where we create the campaign. So this is only for you to see. So if you're going to send the same campaign to different schools, it will show on the homepage the list that you've sent it to, but you might just put former or previous. So Rotary email subject. So this is what they will see when they receive the email in the subject line. So you might call it Rotary enrichment. You might put something like free enrichment sessions for your school. The thing with free enrichment sessions for your school is they might see that and be inclined to open it because it says free in there. But I know that if you put free, sometimes that will automatically mean that it goes into junk because it detects that it's saying the word free, so it thinks it's spam. So I did have responses from emails where I put free in the headline subject heading, so it's entirely up to you. But you might just put something like Rotary Enrichment Program, but you want something that's going to attract their attention from. So here, that's who it's going to be received from. So as I put in a previous video, James Ashford advised that rather than it being from a company, it comes from an individual. But that's who it will appear from. So if you put Primary Sport, it will say email from Primary Sport. I'm going to go with my name, James Jennison. Once we've done all that, we click next. Okay, now's where we create the campaign. So this is the one I always use, which is the basic one in terms of the layout. Okay, so what you're going to put here, you're going to drop an image in. It's going to stand out at the start of the email. One that I've used, which I can send you guys as well if you want to put it on your desktop so you can upload it. Is this one. Now you've already got the template email, so you click on the box, you actually type in over here. So you've already got the template emails that I sent you. So I'll go to that and you drop it in there. Now for some reason it puts it in ridiculously large text, so that's something that you can amend. Once it's in there, now for some reason the format when you copy and paste it, it doesn't look the same as when you type it out yourself. That obviously appears to be bold, but it's not bold. So if you do want to literally type it out, it does appear slightly differently to that. That makes the email slightly longer because of the gaps in between the lines, but there doesn't appear to be a way around it. But nevertheless, you can have a play around with that. What I would do at the bottom here is I would copy and I would copy and paste your signature from your email. It won't let you have the images, so just copy and paste that part. Just put that at the bottom. Okay. Now there's all fancy things you can do here in terms of adding videos, so that it actually appears, rather than a link to a video, it's actually a box there with like a freeze frame of the video and all sorts of stuff, which I have done with some of my campaigns, and we'll come on to that in future campaigns definitely. But for now, nice and simple. One thing you do need to put is you need to put something in here, otherwise it doesn't let you put it. So this is just a little header area. They probably won't even read this, but you could put anything you want here. So inspiring the next generation, something like that. I put something a little bit quirky, a little bit different. So once you've done all that, you click next. Then you click send. Now I'm not going to click send on the basis that I have, I think once you've clicked send, actually I'm pretty sure it does then ask you to confirm that you want to send it, but I can't quite remember. I'm not going to do it in case it does send this campaign, because obviously I don't want to send it. If you look here, again, something we'll look at in the future, scheduling. So that's, you can put a campaign in now that's due to go out next week, the week after, so you can schedule things in as well. But for now, once you've gone through the process I've just gone through, just click on send, and then it will send it to that list for you. Once that's done, you can then monitor it on the home page by looking at who's opened it. I'm just going to go back and back and back now, because I obviously don't want to issue this campaign. See, that one's saved there, so I'm just going to delete that, because like I said, don't want to actually save it, because I've already done this. But once you've done, so for example here as well as seeing it there, you can actually view reports. So let's take this one here. So this one's 234 subscribers, and 8.6% of recipients opened it, and if you hover over it, you might have just seen the actual number that equates to comes up as well. But if you click on view report, great thing is you can do, scroll past it, number of opens 20, click on that. Here are all the schools that have opened it, that's how many times they've opened it. So I can see that some schools have opened it loads of times. Straight away, that begs the question to me, why have they opened it that many times? Maybe that's a school I could target. If they've only opened it once, maybe they've opened it, not interested, but at least I know they've read it. At least I know they've opened it, so I know I can follow that up with another email or a call on the premise that they have actually received that initial email. So it's a really good tool. Like I say, it's been fantastic for me this year, but I'm literally probably at 20% of using it to its effectiveness. So loads more I can do with it. And one of my big things is to literally get my head around it completely over the summer, so I can be an absolute whiz on it and have some fantastic marketing campaigns, and you guys will reap the benefits of that as well. So literally that's how you do it. Any other questions, let me know, but good luck, get started on those campaigns, and let's start getting some responses from schools.